Good morning. It's me, Pearl from Pearl and the Prayers, and this is Tuned In Tarot. And we are here to take a look at the balance between the divine masculine and divine feminine aspects of self, understanding that whatever state we find this energy in, we can expect to see that reflected back to us in our interactions with others, in our external environment. And if we want to see changes, we need to shift the energy within ourselves in order to make those changes happen around us. Now, we're doing everybody's favorite Tell Me Everything spread today. It's fun, it's ego serving. We love it so much. Speaking of which, we're going to hone the theme so it's not so ego serving. Love that for us. Perfect. Okay. It's also the full moon. So if you're thinking about full moon release type stuff, whatever comes up here for you today, you might want to like jot things down that are coming up, feelings that come up that you don't want to have, or energy that you are in that you don't want to be in anymore, so that you can release the energy. Tomorrow morning, we will do the release and rebuild spread, and it will be magnified by the continuing release energy from the full moon. So funny that today is the full moon spread, and we have a theme that's going to tell us what is for the highest good of all these messages that we get today. What will serve, like, it's always so hard for me to describe this. It helps me to hone in, but it's like if something happened from these messages, this would be the thing that would be the best. So I think our ego always wants this to be like the Three of Cups, like union, or like some kind of a lovers or whatever. But I'm actually really thrilled today to show you what it is. So this is from the Thoth Tarot. And good morning, sunshine. It is the Tower. Welcome. Good morning. Everything's on fire. Get out of the tower. Logs in and gets smacked with the tower in the face. But it's great because the tower means something's finally got to give. The boring messages that are the same for months and months and months and months. I feel that this is not going to be a disappointing thing. Now, I see you saying, please be a good tower. All towers are good because discomfort shifts us out of where we have been and forces us to make choices and make changes. So yes, it's going to be a good tower. But this can mean moving away, finally moving to a new place. This can mean moving into a different level of your relationship and having to really shed a lot of the things from your past. It can mean an event that will finally help you to release something. But basically, this theme is that if you're stepping away from here today, what would be for the highest good of all is if you were fully shaken up. If what you heard here shook you up and caused you to be uncomfortable enough to make changes. So let's hear it. We're going to start with Divine Masculine only because tomorrow we're going to start with Divine Feminine. So I don't know. Plus, I'm looking at this and I want to see what he has to say for himself, knowing that this is me. And I just want to track that for everybody right now so that you don't just watch the Divine Masculine message and then turn it off because you think you're not getting information about your person. Both of these energies are going to represent your one person that you're focused on, not because I'm reading about that one person. I'm not. I'm actually reading about you and your energy because you're the one that tuned in here and you're the one that was attracted to the energy. So your person is simply going to mirror back to you both sides of yourself. There'll be more subtle ways you might have to do a little research. But rather than research your person, how about you flip it around? When I tell you the masculine messages today, try to think about how this is you talking to yourself and the ways that the things you are saying are true. If you can start to make those connections, your healing will be so accelerated because you will really, truly understand the whole point of the twin flame journey. All right, let's get started. Divine Masculine. This is how I feel. Hang on a minute. I just realized something. I need 2 more cards because I forgot to shuffle the Ethereal Visions Tarot, which I always use for the promises made about the connection. And we definitely want to know what he's going to promise. Oh, he's making 3 promises today. Okay, well, fine. Divine Feminine. She's only making 2 promises. She's not trying to be an overachiever. She doesn't have as much to account for in her to make up for. And what would a Tell Me Everything spread be without the Slutist tarot? It would be a pretty shabby experience, because we need to know what the divine masculine and feminine want to do to each other, because that's the most interesting thing. All right, there we go. So now we have all the cards. Oh God, the anticipation. So divine masculine, thinking, cosmic tarot in the headspace, 8 of Swords, heart space, the wise dog tarot, and it is the death card here for the tarot. This is so sad. Like, this poor dog. Anyway, it's fine. So I'm actually going to talk about the songs that came up today. I never do that, but the one song that I want to talk about because of this is that when I was shuffling for the masculine, the song So Low started playing. He kind of got 2 songs. He got actually, I'm sorry. He got 3 songs because I don't know why that happened, but that's so annoying. So the songs that I just had, when you go back and forth, you can see them, but then all of a sudden it's just like, oh, there's no songs. Okay, cool. Well, he had the self song called So Low, and that song was written by a 14-year-old. I just want to let everyone know that, because when it was playing, that was all I was thinking. I was thinking, really, babe? You're giving me the perspective of a 14-year-old who is singing, I'm so low that I wish I was dead, like with a, I don't know, knife in my heart and a bullet through my head or something. I'm like, all right. It's a great song, actually. If you do not know Self came out in the 90s. Amazing record he made with his dad. His name is like Matt something. I can't think of his last name. And it's incredible. He's an incredible artist. And that record is really fun and really good. So go enjoy it. The whole album is called Low, I think. Or no, it's just self-titled Self, maybe. I don't know. Go check it out. Anyway, that song is like, it was playing when I was just like, oh, all right. So, and then of course I chose the Cosmic Tarot, which has one of the best depictions of the 8 of Swords in terms of relationships that I've ever seen. Because here's the prison, right? Here's the 8 swords surrounding the twins who are in the prison and not looking at each other. And all they would have to do is turn around. Brilliant depiction of the 8 of Swords. So, divine masculine is thinking about the connection and feeling about the connection. This is literally killing me. It is killing me that we are this close and we can't just turn it around. All I want to do is be able to resurrect this connection with you. And it's 8:22 on the clock and 8:33 on the timer. Yeah. I don't want to be trapped by our thoughts about one another anymore. I don't want to be thinking about the separation and focused on the separation. My dog got her rabies tag added to her collar. It's very jangly now. If it wasn't before, it really is now. I apologize for that. Come here. Come here for a second. I want to take your collar off. Okay. If she comes close enough, I'll take it off. All right. So I feel awful. I honestly feel the song. Like I feel so low about the situation. I understand that this is a prison of our own making, that I am just responsible for it as you are, that you're putting up boundaries for me comes from me overstepping boundaries or not respecting you. And I just really want this to end. I want this state that we're in just to be over. And this is something that I'm hiding from you. Justice in the headspace and the Hermit in the heart space. I deserve to be alone. I feel like I don't really deserve to come out of this. Like, I made this prison, right? Like, this is my fault, and I deserve this. I deserve to be alone, and you deserve someone else because of that. Like, you also, I think you don't know that I just am alone, that I'm just all alone completely. You see me with other people, you see me out, and you think I'm in these relationships, or you think that I'm having a good time, or you think that I'm having fun, or whatever the fuck you're thinking. And I'm not. I'm alone inside of myself, feeling like this all the time. All the time. If it looks like it's gone from my face, it's only because I wear a mask so well. These are the things I seek forgiveness for. This is the King of Wands in reverse. This is the King of Cups upright. And the Six of Wands upright. I'm sorry that I haven't done anything, that I haven't said anything about my love for you because of my fears of how I will be perceived for this relationship. Because I was a family man, I took care of a family, and I acted out of that role. I had a passion for you before that was appropriate. I made that obvious, and now I'm not able to take action towards you because I know that my role as provider and protector will be questioned. My loyalty will be questioned, and I don't want people to think about me like that. So rather than that they think about me like that, I have just remained silent, and I'm sorry for doing that. These are the things I want to say about the present moment. Oh my God. This is the Three of Swords and the headspace. This is Justice and the heart space coming out with the Ten of Swords. Justice already twice. And the thing that's hidden from you. For some, there could be legal reasons why the masculine cannot be with the feminine. Because the thing that's being hidden is that there's potentially a legal reason why he must remain alone. Not just a mental state, but actually a legality. So if there are those, I mean, this is a collective reading, so there could be those that are still married, still in third-party relationships. There hasn't been justice, or there is being justice being done. For others, it is just really about the mental things that Divine Masculine was saying. I am heartbroken over the imbalance that has existed between us, that has caused the separation. I'm afraid of third-party energy continuing the separation between us. I want to bring justice to the relationship. I want to do right by you. I want to end the separation. I want to end the focus on other parties. I want to make this just about us. These are the things I want from you. This is the Seven of Wands and the Eight of Swords. please stop fighting me. Please lower your defenses. I can't communicate with you in the current situation that we're in, because I can feel you fighting me off. I can feel your energy fighting me off. I can feel the obstacles you're putting up. So I really want you to stop fighting me, and I want you to understand that I'm not going to stop fighting. That you might have these and look at this 8 of Swords again. Already this in the same reading, we're getting the same cards. You might have this boundary up. You might not be letting me communicate with you. You might be turning away from me, but I will not stop fighting. I will not stop fighting for this love that I feel. Nothing is going to stop me from that. I won't give up. This is something I am longing for. This is the 9 of Cups in reverse. I want to give it up. I want to express everything to you. How you have been my wish fulfillment. How I want to share all the abundance I have. I have recently come into some justice, okay? I've recently gotten some abundance, and I want to be able to share it with you. And I've been longing to tell you that I want to be this person of action. I want to take these steps. I want to make this happen. I want to do the thing. I want to follow my passions, and I want to communicate all of my feelings. I've been longing to tell you everything. How I've been protecting our love, how I have been holding it, keeping that flame burning for you this whole time. This is what I need right now. I need you. This is the world. You are my world, and I need you. And I need for you to lower your defenses. That's the 7 of Wands. If I can end these cycles with you, this cycle of not communicating, being blocked from speaking to you, emphasizing that with my throat chakra going off just then. If I can finally just end the cycles and actually communicate with you, well, I need to end the cycles and communicate with you, then I will lower my defenses. I will not fight you off. I will not reflect back this defensive energy anymore. I will be completely vulnerable. I will allow you to come in to my world. And these are the things I hope for the connection. Wow, he keeps harping on about this. The Queen of Swords in reverse and the 6 of Swords, excuse me, in reverse. So I hope that you won't leave me. I hope that you won't be so angry and so defensive and refuse to see and refuse to hear me and just walk away. I want you to be in the light traits of this queen and be discerning and understand and level up with me, and instead of running away from me, actually move up into this next level, right? Completely shift into this next level. And I also hope that the person who has manifested as an external obstacle to our moving on, I hope that her power and influence over me is released as well, so that I'm not held back from being able to make this move towards you. These are the things I promise to do about it. We've got the Star in reverse, the Ace of Cups, and Judgment in reverse. I promise. Yes. Oh, sorry. I'm seeing these questions. I have been a pianist since I was 2. so about 38 years. And I do accept donations at pearlsprayers.com. You can click the support button. Thank you for asking. And I'm sorry, I don't always see the comments right away because I'm channeling and I'm not really here. Okay. Anyway, so the divine masculine energy right now is saying, I promise that I will not let go of this hope that I have to be able to reveal you, to be able to offer this cup. I will do the work that needs to be done to heal myself, love myself, receive from the divine the offerings that are being given. And I promise that I will reconcile, that I will apologize, that I will make it up to you for keeping my feelings hidden, for not talking about you or communicating about you. I promise that I will do this and make this offer to you and seek your forgiveness. And this is what I want to do to you. I'm sorry, the next one. Okay, this is what I want to do to you, which is the 10 of Wands in reverse. And the 10 of Wands is like, I want to take all this pressure off you. I want to take all this responsibility off of you. I want to be the one that initiates the sacred sexual union. And I want to just like everything that I've been holding back for this whole time that I've been holding back, and it's been a minute. I want to unleash all of that on you. Don't worry, you're going to love it. Okay, this is what I want you to do to me. This is the Wheel of Fortune. I really don't need to describe what he wants, but he wants you to give him the time of day. Because it's about time. He wants the divine timing to work out, the timing to work out between the two of you. There's a lot of things in the mouth happening that wants to be. That's what's going on there. Okay, you see why we have to shuffle the Slutist tarot? We have to be titillated at 8:30 in the morning. Okay, fun times. Let's go look at Divine Feminine and see what she has to say and think. And what I think is really funny is her heart space card. Okay, let me get a drink first. Top of the deck for the Divine Feminine. This is how she feels about the connection, how she thinks about the connection, and how she feels about the connection. What she thinks is the 9 of Swords, so she's thinking a lot. And how she feels is the Wheel of Fortune. So maybe Divine Masculine is in luck today. I don't know. But his idea of fortune and her idea of fortune, different things. Anyway, so what does Divine Feminine want to say today? She's saying this. I can't stop thinking. I can't stop thinking. I can't stop thinking. I can't stop thinking about how fucking long this is taking. What is going on? When I was growing up, I was told over and over how the masculine energy will do anything for a little Wheel of Fortune. You know what I'm saying? And yet, years have gone by. So why? Each one of these words is a why. This is how I feel about the connection. Why? Why do I still think about it? Why am I a prisoner of it? Why am I trapped in it? Why doesn't it happen? Why is it still happening? Why won't it stop happening? Why? And also, can it just be time for something? And the universe is like, it's okay, calm down. The tower is here. Your whole world's going to be turned upside down soon. Don't worry about it. Love that for us. Divine Feminine, this is what I'm hiding from you, Divine Masculine. The Judgment card, upright. The Knight of Wands in reverse. Hey, guess what? I feel too guilty to act like you. I can't do it. And that's why I'm upset. Because I'm thinking a lot about how I just want this to be time. since I literally can't bring myself into this sexual energy, this Knight of Wands energy that you were just fucking hunky-dory in all the goddamn time. Well, I can't do it. I don't know. I just judge myself too harshly. I feel too much guilt about it. I feel too much fear, intimidation, that it would prevent reconciliation. And so while I want it to be time for me to be able to have the things I want and do the things I want, I can't. And that's what I'm hiding from you, because I fear that if you know that I can't do this, that you will take even longer. Because part of me felt that the only reason that you felt compelled to take any action with your King of Wands over here is because you were worried that I was going to be taken away from you. But it turns out that I can't be, because I'm a prisoner. And you know what? Should I be happy? Because I'm not. This is not a happy feeling for me. It's not a happy moment. It's not like I woke up and was like, oh my God, it's so great that I always want to be loyal to this person who doesn't respect me. So Divine Feminine is not feeling great about it. Okay. These are the things I seek forgiveness for. 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, by the way, Divine Feminine is overfeeling a lot. So, and Divine Masculine was doing overthinking. So they're about even Steven on that. Or was he overfeeling? I think he was overfeeling too, actually. So I guess the feminine inside is just like out of control. I am sorry. I'm sorry that I haven't really wanted to end the separation and that I've been just trying to leave, that I've just been tempted to leave that. I just feel like, you know, I've learned my lessons and I'm ready to move on to this other shore, even though we don't know where that's going, and you're just not there with me in the boat. And so I've emphasized separation. I have like made it more extreme between us. And I've done that because before I was over nurturing. And you know what? I'm actually seeking forgiveness for this energy. I'm seeking forgiveness for treating you like a fucking baby, because I have made you into a baby, and you're not a baby. You're a grown ass person. You're absolutely capable. You're absolutely capable of doing all these things. You don't need me. You can stop singing, oh, I need you. You don't need me. But I'm sorry that I made you feel you did, because that has put the worst block between us, because it has meant that you seek your happiness and fulfillment in me. And because of that, you fear me. Because if you lose me, you lose everything. So I'm sorry, because I actually did that to us. I know that you don't need me, and I don't need you. We just really like each other. That's it. We got it twisted. And I'm sorry for running, because I somewhat caused this problem. I gave you permission through this over-nurturing energy to be a baby for the last 2 years. For me, in my timeline, whatever your timeline is, fill in the years. I gave you permission. I was like, it's okay. You don't have to show me affection. You don't have to show me love or, physical, material. You don't have to give me any of that. But that's absolutely not true. Without those things, I have to move on. And I'm sorry for that. These are the things I want to say about the present moment. The 5 of Swords in the head space, the 8 of Cups in the heart space, and the World in reverse. Do you know how much I want to just give up, walk away from you? So much. But I know that we have to close out the cycle, that I can't just walk away, that I can't just throw in the towel. There's just no way I can do that, because I have this higher calling towards my sacred union. And my sacred union means that we have to reconcile. We have to come to terms with a balance between head and heart. So I can't just give up. But I am going to walk away from any energies that could come between us. I'm not going to enter into new karmic cycles. I'm not going to do that. I told you, I'm too fucking guilty to do it anyway. Wow, congratulations. You're winning my heart because I'm Catholic, basically. I'm guilty. 8:44 on the clock. So annoying. These are the things I want from you. Take this fucking offer, okay? This is the Four of Cups in reverse and the Magician. Take the offer. I put this offer on the table a long goddamn time ago. And this whole time you're over here crying about, oh, she's going to give the offer to someone else. I never offered it to anyone else. It's there for you to take. It's right there. Just take it. I've given you all the tools. I've given you everything you need. You got my phone number. You've got my email. You've got my address. You've got it all. You even have the spiritual tools. You've even received that from me. I've even given you that. So take the offer. The offer is, if you communicate to me, I will communicate with you. Take the offer. These are the things I'm longing for and to tell you. We've got the King of Swords in reverse. I am really longing for you to shed this cruel, aloof, cold, emotionally detached bullshit energy towards me. This is how you should treat the people and obstacles that come between us, but instead you treat me this way. This is how you should treat the third party that is a problem. But you treat me this way because I love you. And you know that no matter what, I'm not going to be an asshole. So how about now, instead of you being nice to the people who are trying to fuck us, you stop doing this to me. And I'm longing to tell you that I have gained perspective on this situation. This is the Hanged Man. The pause, the situation, this time that you've given me where you've kept me suspended, I've had time. I've had time to think. And when I think about it, even though I feel this spark for you, it is not enough to withstand this. So maybe I won't be able to go into third-party energy. Maybe I won't. But I'm not going to sit here and experience this from you either. So I will choose a different path. I understand that the way that you and I communicate is entirely immature. It is ridiculous. The 14-year-old that writes solo, I wish I was dead. That's how we communicate. We use the internet. Okay? My kid is 15. That is how he communicates with the girl that he has a crush on. What? I need a plan from you, man, that involves King of Wands. And you know, I saw it over here on your side, so I'm feeling optimistic. But I am longing for you to understand that it's this spark. It isn't enough to keep me suspended forever. Maybe I can't be with anybody else, but I don't have to be with you. This is something I need right now. This is the Five of Wands. I need you to end the struggle between us. This internal struggle, I need you to make some kind of a move to remove one of the wands that's here and allow us to build that foundation from the Four of Wands. And then I will give you, this is the Ace of Cups in reverse. I will pour out my cup for you. I will give you all the love. I will express. But I need you to end the struggle between us. You view me and my, I don't know, my independence, my beauty, my star quality, whatever the fuck, as this obstacle because I have other options. That doesn't make sense. You're the one putting this other wand in here. I can't, right? This is the Knight of Wands in reverse. I can't. I tried to take revenge. I tried, and I can't do it. I won't do that just out of revenge. I'm too guilty to do that. So you take the wand out of this. You're the one that's putting this obstacle between us that doesn't exist. There's no obstacle. This is you're the one that got the Eight of Swords twice. There is no obstacle. And then this is what I hope for us. The Page of Cups in reverse in the headspace and the Ten of Wands upright, which was what you wanted to do to me. So I hope you do. This is, I want us to stop being immature. This is 14-year-old puppy love right here. This is resisting apologies. This is, oh, our names are carved on a tree and that's enough. That's not enough. Just knowing somebody loves you, just being like, oh, there's true love between us. That's not enough. You need to communicate. And I hope that we do. I hope that we release this immaturity and actually communicate about our feelings and to one another. This is what I promised to do about it. Wow. 10 of Wands, like I just said. Boom. Queen of Wands. I promise that I will be tuned into my spiritual side, that I will do everything within my power, which is significant, to absolutely unburden, communicate all the feelings, everything that I've been holding. I will tell you, I will express this to you. This that I've been holding, this is love. This has been a burden. You have made this a burden for me. But I have been carrying it for you, and I would like to unburden, to share with you everything that is on my heart, to put down the responsibility of being the person that is holding the vision of this all by myself. This is what I want to do to you. This is the 10 of Pentacles. I want to fulfill all of your material desires, like anything that you could possibly be hoping for. I want to put on a show. I want to give it to you, all of it. And this is what I want you to do to me. This is the 8 of Wands. And it is in reverse because I want you to shut me up. I want you to put me into a place where I can't even speak and just finally stop slowing down the sexual energy and just stop preventing this and go with the flow. That's what I want you to do. All right. Fine Feminine's a little salty today, but that's okay. Let's go see what Divine Masculine has to say. He gets to say one more thing in closing, and then we'll do his healing, and then we'll do Divine Feminine's one more thing in closing stuff, and then I'll close out the union. Divine Masculine is saying to you, Divine Feminine, let it shine today. It is the 46th card. And let's see what he has to say. This is interesting. Normally, I would read this as if he were saying this to you, but I know that this is not what I know that's not how it is. So this is what he is saying. I've been afraid of dancing with abandon because of what others might think. I thought I might be punished if I shine too brightly. I've been conditioned to expect to be hurt if I show myself fully to the world. But I know now that maybe not everyone will celebrate my beautiful radiance when you shine, and that's okay. I want to tell you that while others may resist celebrating the beauty within them, although they may contract while you expand and shake your tail feathers, smile and keep dancing anyway. Model the good fortune and abundant joy that is yours, and soon I will be able to say me too and join you. I love you so much, and I want you to enjoy the dance and shine your light. Wow. That's going to make me cry when I watch it afterwards. Okay, let's now go to see what cards he has for his healing. He is getting the Witch card. I'm one of those witches, babe. Oh, God, that song stuck in my head. 43. And this is from the Seasons of the Witch Samhain Oracle. The key words are wisdom and alchemy. The poem on it says, grab hold, allow the dwelling fire within the belly awaken all that is. A mere glimpse, a delicate pull at the very roots living in the alchemy of self. So I feel that this is about divine masculine, letting that wand energy from the King of Wands just like inflame him. Hello, beloved witch. You are the center of this card. Your energy, your strength, your wisdom. A witch taps into the healing powers of the earth and the wisdom of the powers that be, as well as the energy within us all. A witch can move energy to create any life of choice. A witch knows how to see signs in everything around her. A witch uses her potions and spells to give healing and hope to all who seek her guidance, using her gifts for the good of all to heal and nourish. When the witch appears, believe that you are wiser than you know, and the thousands of years of wisdom from the wise ancient ones are available to you now. If you are finding your path to magic, this card is confirmation that you should continue to explore your craft. If you are an experienced witch, know that it is time to dig even deeper. Perhaps step up as a priestess and start your own coven. So this is the masculine fully embracing that feminine energy, the witch energy, the healer energy, the suppressed energy, the feminine that had been burned at the stake for being a healer, for being a seer, for speaking truth. The masculine is really all about, in these healing oracles, about allowing this part of himself, the witch within him to emerge. And when that happens, then the one on the outside of himself, the external one, he can allow that one to be a part of his world. So she can dance and shine because his inner witch is shining too. All right. His healing for today is the Alpha of Alcyone. Please, if I mispronounce things, comment the correct pronunciations because I like to track back everything. All right, 24. Also, somebody told me once you should never be embarrassed to mispronounce things because it means you read things. And you should be proud of being a reader. A positive twist of fate and a windfall of good fortune are destined for you. Brightness and hope will alleviate negativity and give you the strength to find your way through a time of adversity or challenge. Finally, you will experience peace, love, and deep connection with your true self and the universe. Good things are on their way to you. Now, we got the Wheel of Fortune quite a lot, so I do think that this energy from this full moon release is really going to help the twins. This mentions Pleiades. The brightest star in the Pleiades star system, Alcyone, holds the frequency of love, the sacred feminine healing power of compassion, and the grace of mercy. In the myths of ancient Greece, Alcyone was so in love with her husband Saiz that she referred to him as Zeus, and he referred to her as the divine wife of Zeus, Hera. Zeus was so irritated by such grandiosity that when Saiz was at sea, Zeus struck his ship with a lightning bolt. In her grief, Alcyone threw herself into the sea. Moved by mercy, the gods transformed the lovers into kingfishers. These birds embody the spiritual medicine of abundance, love, prosperity, peace, and happiness, bringing blessings of hope and healing to humanity. The Halcyon days take their name from this goddess turned kingfisher. Interesting. So she's a goddess. And this is also about alpha brainwaves, deep and calming waves experienced when daydreaming or slipping into peaceful relaxation or meditation. Learning to consciously switch off and relax by dropping into the 8 hertz to 12 hertz range helps us melt away stress and tune into our intuition without becoming too floaty and unfocused. This oracle brings guidance that a new reality of happiness is available to us even now as we steadily make our way to the light of a happy new start. It's almost like the twins need to like daydream themselves back together. That thing that Divine Feminine was talking about here in her part where she was saying what she longed to tell the masculine, and we have the Hanged Man and the Page of Wands in reverse. For me, this is like she's needing to gain this perspective to reawaken that fire or passion within her. And you could do this through this meditation, through daydreaming, her experience. I know that Divine Feminine is afraid of daydreaming because she's afraid that her thoughts are going to affect the timeline. They are affecting the timeline. So, but her fear about it is making it worse. It's like, because she's attached to the union, her thoughts about separation are increasing the time of separation. Releasing the union has helped her to shift the timeline. But now she's sort of trapped in this place of she had to release the desire in order to get the point where she's actually on the wheel. But now that she's released the desire, she's having trouble feeling enough desire to continue going with the wheel, if that makes sense. So daydreaming, again, will help her to get back on the wheel. But it's so delicate because how are you going to daydream about something that you need to release? So I think she needs to daydream about the feelings that she wants to have, and maybe not make it about like what will happen with the masculine, but maybe have it be more about the feelings that she has. Somebody told me that you need to be dreaming about the end. A lot of times we focus on the reunion, when they come back, how we're going to feel, what they're going to say. That makes us focus on the time that we've been apart because we're focusing on the things we want them to tell us about the time that we were apart. So instead, choose a different point in your timeline. Maybe choose a point where you are imagining that you're alone in your environment and your person is out. They went on a trip. Your life is beautiful. And imagine all the things that are in place. That person's not there. They're on a trip. But you have the security of them. You're not worried about it. You're not thinking about it. They're always there. They're always there. They're always in your heart. They're always there. So really all you're thinking about, all you're daydreaming about is like, what does the room look like that you're in? Is it bright? Is there a lot of light? Is it like a cozy fall kind of a day and it's a little rainy like today, dreary, and there's a fire in the fireplace and you have hot cocoa? Like, flesh the details out of the cozy feelings, of the good feelings, and daydream about how this is the space that you share with your person. Try not to think too much about who the person is. It's just the place that you share with them. All of the things that you picture this person that you've been focused on, put those things in your environment. You share music together. You have a record collection. You admire the record collection. You enjoy certain foods together. You're preparing foods for when the person comes back. Like, whatever it is you want to imagine, or imagine you're on the trip. Imagine you're on the trip with your girlfriends or guy friends, and you're having a grand time, and you know that back home your person is there, holding down the fort, taking care of everything. You're not worried. You're just having a great time. but daydream about already being together, not about the tumultuousness of coming back together, but about already being there. The things that you'll do. I could easily think about being on tour because I would want to be my person. I would definitely want them to be part of the music industry with me. It's just the kind of job where if you don't work with your person, you probably won't see them. So I would imagine like us doing something I really love like that together. Maybe the last show of the tour before we can take time off and now be in Europe. And think about that. And my person is off doing something and I'm spending the day in the place where we are. Don't daydream so much about what you want to happen because your ego is attached to certain things about it. Daydream about the essence of where you want to be in your life. And your life is more than a person. Please let it be more than a person. So the divine masculine energy needs to start to get into that space. I wasn't paying attention, but the theme for the masculine is the Wheel of Fortune. And just because it's just so amusing, I'm just going to pull this card out for him again and remind him of his good luck were he to actually follow through and complete this journey and arrive at his destination. There will be a lot of good fortune there for him. I can't. Okay, feminine. Let's see. What's the last thing you want to say? Oh my God, feminine, I can't with you. Oh, I'm upset. You're annoying me. Seahorse spirit. Watch and wait, bitch. What are you doing? This is not there's no business. You have no business pulling out this freaking suspension card right now. All right. I'll stop. Watch and wait. What do you want to tell the masculine? I actually think it's good. You're like, please stop worrying about what other people are doing. Who gives a shit? That's kind of the energy that's coming from this. It's not really the true hanged man energy, but hovering gracefully, I observe with the perspective of one who is not engulfed by the drama, remaining at a distance from all the turbulence. I appear to remind you of the need to be neutral and gain perspective. My message is not my circus, not my monkeys. That's what I'm telling you. I want you to know that even if you are tempted to jump into the fray and try to fix things, the best way to serve yourself and others right now is to remain calm and simply watch and see. I'm asking you to step back and be willing to explore things from a different angle rather than a single one, and just observe what is possible. From the perspective of the position of the neutral observer, you will discover a myriad of opportunities and a deeper understanding of what you seek and why. And you will know beauty, truth, love, and wisdom. So, divine masculine, look at the situation differently. You tend to only see this from your perspective. How do I know that? Because you're not here. You've made no effort to communicate with me in a way that would really serve my needs. Even if that communication was, I can't be with you right now. To give me that communication is something that you would easily be able to see as necessary if you shifted out of this one man perspective that you seem to have. So, okay. Divine Feminine's message today from the Seasons of the Witch is ancestors. They hiss, a quivering so deep only roots of your soil can lift the nakedness hidden within the vows made in silence. An ancient chill walking up the spine. Alrighty. This says, LMNOP. Here we go. Protection and guidance. Your ancestors are always with you, protecting you. They watch over you and keep you from harm's way. They are present, telling you that it is safe to go forward and you absolutely need to. You feel them with you. They also protect you from things you cannot see, like someone trying to put a hex on you or someone who is talking about you behind your back. These threats never make it to you because your ancestors have protected you without you having to ask. Did you hear Bowie? She's growling. They want what is best for you and they love you unconditionally. Rest easy. You have chosen this card because you are being protected and guided, even if you can't see how. Everything that has brought you here has been for a purpose. There is some lesson, blessing, or miracle in every situation you've ever faced, good or bad. Trust in those who watch over you. Know that there are thousands, maybe millions of your ancestors who have walked before you, sharing their love, wisdom, and protection. Be sure to thank them because you wouldn't be here if they hadn't walked their hardships before you. Many have lived and died, laughed and suffered and sacrificed so that you can be here. Honor your ancestors by trusting them to watch over you. Call on them when you feel alone or afraid and give your fears to them, allowing them to hold you as you walk through your path through life. So don't feel alone, Divine Feminine. I know that you do. I know that you do. The masculine energy is aware, you're aware, but you're not alone. Divine Feminine, you're healing. Ishtar, Lion's Gate, 888. This is the 44th card. Of course it is. And I just opened to the 22nd card. Excuse me. Yeah, I did end up having to cancel my studio time yesterday. Annoyed. But also my body being like, guess what? Guess what? You are too guilty to see this other person, so now your body's sick. Cool. Thank you. Love that for me. Ancestors that are protecting me, ... infinity. Okay. Your heart has a heightened connection with the higher realms of consciousness and light. A blessing, empowerment, and positive omen shall enter your world. Doors will open for you. Abundance and prosperity are headed your way. Take care of your heart. Ask for spiritual assistance, and it shall be granted. Something negative is going to transform into something very positive. Now, we are going through this solar eclipse. There's something going on also with like the demon star and Pluto and all this kind of stuff. And apparently one of like big major things are going to be unblocked. So like this tower makes a lot of sense for us right now from the energy from this moon, which this is the release energy. Ishtar is the queen of the night, a dark goddess of loss and letting go, but also a priestess of light who holds the keys to renewal from suffering. She is relentless in her pursuit of the path to true inner freedom. She willingly surrenders her attachments and her identities, even separating herself temporarily from her loved ones, with such boldness and confidence that she crosses into realms where others dare not go. She experiences vulnerability and in that state discovers deep truth. Wow. So the final message is this oracle brings a message of a breakthrough and healing, of a significant lightening up of your life and the end of a deeply challenging cycle in your life. There is a special divine dispensation augured by the oracle of Ishtar's Lion's Gate 888, where hope has been difficult to find or all seems lost. The light shall return and beautiful blessings are destined to unfold in your life. Wow, I feel a lot of power from that card, Feminine. And looky, who's here? Just the messenger. It's the Page of Wands. It is up to you, Divine Feminine, to use this time to gain the perspective you need to reignite your flame for the masculine energy. Good luck. This is what you need to work on this week. Being excited, new communication. Look at that lion we're seeing. Allowing for the miracles that this card is promising, to see this spark that has existed between you and this masculine that you're focused on finally turn into the conflagration that you know is there for you. All right, we are at the final Closing messages for the union. Wow. Stay tuned. It's pretty good. Okay. Let me close out with all the messages. I'll keep it quick. Go to pearlsprayers.com. Please click support. If you've been here, if you're consistently here, please support me. I definitely need all the help I can get. I have to get a van. It looks like I am going to have to move back to the East Coast now. I guess my son's stepmother got another job offer back on the East Coast, so she's going to take that instead of the California one, which really sucks for me, but like whatever. So I really need the van so I can head back. But good things are happening. I'm going to be probably staying with Sin from Grey Strega, who you know as Grey Strega, for a while, because we are planning to start building some pretty exciting things, like a tour maybe, coming to different places, reading for different people, going to different like paranormal places all around, and it's going to be really cool. So everything's going to go well, but I need to be able to afford to do that. So book readings, please, from now through the holidays. You will be able to book virtual readings with me after the holidays. That will not be as simple. I am going to be putting in a firm so you can pay, like it's like the payment plan stuff. And I'm actually going to accept crypto because why not? Everybody's talking about it. Now I'm going to accept it. So there's going to be lots of ways that you can support me. So keep checking back to pearlsprayers.com. But right now you can book readings that are there. You can find my music and support my music, which is also extremely helpful to me. And I will be back tomorrow morning with the release and rebuild spread. And that is going to be quite a doozy because we're coming in on the energy of the full moon. So the release part will be pretty powerful, potent energy tomorrow. So join me for that. It will happen sometime around this time in the morning. And then Grey Strega and I will be doing our TikTok hour-long readings, free readings on TikTok this weekend, Saturday or Sunday. Stay tuned to my stories on Instagram for that. Okay. Your final messages from Spirit. We have Koi Fish Spirit. There is always enough. This is your message for the two of you, for the twins. The koi fish who grows big within a small pond reminds us that within each of us is the potential for prosperity. The law of abundance ensures that prosperity is our natural state. So regardless of temporary outer conditions, you can call in prosperity and magnetically attract the opportunities and abundance you need. The message of Koi Fish Spirit is to begin to generate wealth within with deliberate intention, no matter how small your pond may seem, and appreciate abundance wherever you see it. Outer conditions will come to reflect your inner prosperity, so begin to become the self who is comfortable with wealth in all its forms. Even if at the moment it feels as if riches are not yours, they soon will be. Start to envision the plenty that Spirit wants you to experience, knowing that the moment you begin to commit to conscious and deliberate co-creating, Spirit will joyfully start bringing you what you need. You have so much to offer and so much of value to express to the world. In your little pond, there is much you can create and much you can attract. Do not underestimate what you have and who you are, for Koi Fish Spirit wants you to know that you are exquisite, loved, and deeply cherished. Trust that outer conditions are changing to reflect that truth. That part about committing to conscious and deliberate co-creating, that wording, I feel, really sums up this divine feminine's wanting of the masculine. She wants the masculine energy to commit to conscious co-creating, right? Accepting this offer and creating with the divine, not fighting against it. All right. The witchy medicine that's coming out for you is seduction. Hear the roaring flames with the masterful trance that calls upon heaving chest. Give to its alluring grip, if you please, but heed my warning of the claws that draw blood without mercy. Damn, homie. All right, 35. This is for the twins here. This is passion and manipulation are the two words on this card. It says, sex is the ultimate in desire and temptation. It is not the act of sex that betrays our resolve. It is the delicious journey of passion and pleasure that leads to it. It is the rush of excitement we feel when another can sense our darkest desires and bring them to the surface. It is the loss of control, the desire to at once find freedom and submission. The act of seduction is powerful. It is birthed in passion and sensuality. But beware, seduction is rarely as it seems. It can also be an act of manipulation. It is the rose that promises you much only to leave you pierced by its thorns. Beware the sweet song of seduction when it comes into your spread. Are a few moments of pleasure worth a lifetime of regret? This card reminds you of the consequence found on the road of temptation. Are you allowing others to manipulate you with grand schemes that are too good to be true? It is time to break temptation's hold. It feels good to feel moments of love, acceptance, perhaps abundance or fun, but be mindful of the cost of such moments. These experiences are free. You do not have to sacrifice your morals, values, or integrity to make another person happy. If someone asks you to do something that feels wrong, know that it probably is. Trust your intuition and follow your heart when temptation comes knocking. So a lot of messages in there for the two of you. Your healing for today is, hey, it's the Pearl of Sorrow. It's me. 35. Wow, that both cards were 35. And you had 36 and 63. Taking responsibility for your experiences empowers you. You are going to resolve an issue through spiritual inspiration and higher guidance. You will rise up in full connection to your spirit and access a wealth of divine treasure. That which has brought darkness into your world shall submit to the light and be transformed. Have courage and commitment to your awakening, for you are a precious being and can go far on the spiritual path. This oracle has emerged in your reading because you have the capacity to become a light bearer. Safeguard your energy, yet trust that the light within is strong enough to see you through any struggle and eventually transform it into a precious pearl of sacred empowerment. You have wisdom in your divinely alchemical heart. You shall arise with dignity. And finally, your theme for this week, the twins. It's the Nine of Cups. It's happiness and wish fulfillment. And it is about expression and no longer being selfish and withholding. And coming out with the Tower, it seems to me, Sunshine, that it will be a good Tower if the outcome of this reading is for us to focus on our wish fulfillment. And I keep coming back in my mind to what I was describing when I was saying, imagine you're already with your person and they're not around and you're living your life and it's wonderful, and think about all the wonderful things and just how that person's energy just supports that. They don't take away from it, they enhance it, their presence enhances it. But if they weren't there, you would still have all of that around you. So it's like this secure way of getting excited about having that enhancement, but not being attached to it if it's there, so that when you think about what you desire, you end up focusing actually on depletion because you're focused on the missing piece instead of what you actually have. I think there's a really big message for you in there. So try to get to the essence of your desire and enjoy, experience happiness, find ways of experiencing happiness now. I hate to tell you this, but if you can't do it, if you can't be happy right now, you can't have your person or any of the other things you want because you think that getting them is going to make you happy. And the universe is not going to teach you that lesson without taking it from you. So if your happiness resides in something and you haven't learned this lesson, it will be taken away. It's the only way for you to learn. Once it's taken away and you're at rock bottom and you can still feel happiness in your life, then the universe can give it back to you. Because if you take it for granted, you will, the second that it's gone, you will you will lose everything. You didn't receive what you asked for. You only received your ego's idea. You didn't actually learn the thing that you were asking to learn when you said, I want human connection. Human connection isn't just sexy times. It's so much more than that. So if I noticed a lot of my TikTok comments, a lot of people saying, I need this to happen. Come back to me now. I feel that pulling feeling in those comments because it's definitely, I have experienced those feelings in my life. In the last month or so, I have not felt that longing anymore. And I feel better. It's not completely fixed or, I'm still feeling these things coming up for the feminine energy, the lack of affection and having to shut off the thoughts about somebody and then not knowing how to continue to feel a spark for them because part of the spark was being fed by all the thoughts, right? So I'm navigating and I'm learning it, but ultimately the feeling that I'm nothing without that person, or that I've definitely had times when I've considered suicide during the 13 years that I've gone through this, when I thought to myself, oh, it's just 111 on the timer. And I thought to myself, oh, this will never happen. It's not real or something, or you're just crazy. And then I'd be like, well, I guess I'll just want to die then. It's been that bad. And I'm sure you've all experienced that badly. The masculine was, I'm so low, I wish I was dead. So, and that's why the masculine isn't coming in. He's probably like, why am I doing this? Why am I not doing this? Why am I doing this? And the universe is like, because it means too much to you, because you are too attached to it, because you're still putting your happiness in this other person. Even if you think that you are not, you still are doing it. How do I know? Because I am the universe and I know your intentions. If I give this thing to you and you think it's going to make you happy, but I know that it won't, because that's not what's going to make you happy. What's going to make you happy is being able to give this thing to yourself. You're going to give it back to me. You're going to drop it. You're going to not be able to enjoy it. You're going to lose it. And you've asked me to protect you. So I can either cause you some discomfort now, protecting the thing that you want, protecting what it is that you want, and making it more possible for you to achieve it. Or I can give it to you before you're ready, and you can make it even more difficult for me to give it to you later. Because in the situation with my person, I've never had the experience of my person directly betraying me in a relationship. Why? Because we've never had one. Not a real relationship. So I've never had to experience my person violating my trust that way. That person has had other partners who have experienced that. How do I know? Because I exist, and that person has been writing me messages and songs and things for a long time. So they have been violating their vows that they made with someone else. I didn't experience that, so I don't have trust issues with my masculine directly. If I was in a relationship before we were ready and my masculine energy was still having commitment issues and still seeking himself and seeking for fulfillment outside of self, and being with me wouldn't give him that, because that's not what the twin does. It doesn't give you fulfillment. It challenges you. I could have experienced an actual betrayal. Now I have an actual memory lodged in my brain, a deep wound that came from me being with my person prematurely. But that's never happened to me because my spirit guides and God have protected me from that. My ancestors that came up in the card, that will never happen to me because I have healed betrayal wounds within me, so that when this person appears, I will trust them. I absolutely trust in this person's loyalty. Were this person to appear, I would not be like, oh, he's going to cheat on me. I would never think that. I don't have that wound. There's another person in his life who has that wound with him, but not me. So it's important that you feel like the separation is good and a blessing. It can't hurt you. You can't chafe at it. It doesn't mean you're not going to feel lonely. It doesn't mean you're not going to feel sad. It doesn't mean you're not going to ever feel a negative thing. That's not the intention of the universe. The intention of the universe is not to be like, oh, you never experience any challenges because you ask for challenges. It's boring without challenges. You had a choice. You could have chosen, super easy, moderate, difficult, very hard. And you were like, I want that shit crazy. And the universe was like, okay, pick the twin flame journey then. I don't know. It's such a fad. They're all into it right now. They're going to find out. It's not that fun. Be thankful for the separation and start to feel the blessing of it. Because that's when you really make progress. When you don't want the other person to come for any reason but that they feel compelled to do so. Not because you're making them, not because you love them so much you can't be without them and they have to come, and not because, you just need them. Those feelings are never going to manifest. Those are feelings that are like, I'm not whole without something. Oh, no. That's not going to work. And maybe it seems like you're light years away from feeling that way. I promise you're not. It is something in your control. And if you need help with it, go to prosperous.com and I will help you. I have spiritual initiate program. You can sign up for weekly or monthly sessions with me and we can figure out how to get you to the point where you are comfortable with separation. You don't chafe at it. You don't worry about it. You don't think about it. And before you know it, it's over. That's the only way to get through it. I hope I've helped everyone. I see a lot of people stayed through to the end. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for supporting me. Please please subscribe, please send to your friends, make private playlists if you don't want people to know that you watch these videos. I know that you do it, but it's fine. You can make a private playlist that will still support me. Just do the things to help my channel grow so I can continue to have my happiness and spiritual fulfillment and all the things that I'm encouraging you to do. And I will show you how to do it as much as I possibly can. So thank you. Good for you for doing all your healing work. And I will see you here tomorrow morning. Have a good full moon release tonight, everybody. Take care.